Hello. Well, we've been going to this map a lot, haven't we? Let's turn on some music. There we go. Hello, and banana. Hello. Oops. And my volume on echo. Malians and Cumans, what could possibly happen?
What could happen?
I don't know. I think Malians can bring out some very high pierce armor infantries.
The bat.
And the Cumans have fast cavalry. Yeah, definitely my 8th villager should be going to get a boar. Maybe building a house, too, is fine.
نعم باحثة عن الطعام. نعم بناء صحيح صياد. نعم نعم حسنا. باحث عن الطعام.
Might as well get this next guy ready to get that boar, huh? I think if I show up early enough, it won't matter. That he's gonna have the high pierce armor. But when have I ever showed up early enough? That's Saracens. Let's see, is there any deer out there? I don't see any. It's a really cool spot for a mining camp. Too bad it's very, very undefended. Let's just put this right up against there because we can. Oh, there's the deer. understand what my scout is doing.
Being himself.
Must be the whole problem with waypoint scouting. Alright, yeah, villager. You just walked up to the other sheep and then changed your mind and killed another one. That's cool. It looks like they're gonna like double me up with their scouts.
It's a good idea.
I got a free hit on one of the scouts though.
You did?
I did. Might as well get stoned since I can. Until I hit feudal age. And I keep messing up my mouse. There we
Little
go.
mouse? Build! What do you mean?
Militia rush is coming in.
When you're ready?
مستعد. مستعدة. بناءة 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 بناءة. أمر حسابة.
Villager, stop walking on this house. Start building the house. Jeez.
بناء مستحيل بناء أمر سهل بناء مستحيل
This villager's so stupid, he's gonna stand there holding the gold. Oh, accidentally canceled the villager that was almost done. That's like basically losing a villager.
بناءة. نعم.
سأفعل. نعم. سأفعل. نعم. نعم. سأفعل. نعم. حسنا. نعم. أستاذ حسنا.
There's too many people coming to my base.
What do you mean?
Just too much to deal with.
They're just killing you?
There's just too many people to deal with.
Oh my god, did I really do that? Did I do that crap?
Oh, you got a big attack on you, don't you? Alright, I'm coming. Oh man, I wasn't watching. It's always the case, isn't it? Man, he's just eating you up. It takes me too long to walk over there because I've got regular old archers. Why am I not? You're like dead. How did you die? You've got no military.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in his bit. I'm not in. Blue's over here messing with me.
You're dead though.
Am I dead?
Yeah. Like you didn't watch what happened to your base at all.
I did, but I couldn't come to it.
No, not a farm.
Soon. So annoying. That's why I hate 2v2s.
Well, I'm the only one defending you.
Okay, well let me just go back to my base, I guess, and forget my Ford Castle.
I mean, rolling over and dying isn't the way.
Why is this dude in my base? What are you doing over there? I guess there's a guy up there.
Yeah, like you need to like rebuild your TCs and farm again.
I'm trying to. Jesus, you fuck.
مستعد نعم هجوم حسن نعم الهجوم نعم حسن We just... this game sucks. They just stood over the TC and didn't work on it.
Why are these guys walking so slow? Oh, there's a spearman in there. Oh, there's a castle there. Alright.
Castle where?
Oh. They have a fort castle by me.
عامل منجم.
Send me wood, I need it bad.
Why are they running the wrong way? Jesus. Stop running that way. They just refuse to run an intelligent direction. I just lost my entire army because they couldn't run.
Green is repelling my attacks pretty good.
Well, they're both fighting me over here. I'm getting killed.
Is it over?
Might be.
Haven't done enough damage on green at all.
Yeah, we're dead now.
You can call if you want. I'm ready.
I know where to get gold from. Man, non-stop.
What is?
This. Come on, I gotta click these guys.
We have trade going. Can you get those in my town? Oh crap. Blue's starting to destroy all my stuff that I have in green space. I'm gonna need help with blue over here.
Ooh, if this siege workshop wasn't in the way, I lose all my people because of it.
Because my siege?
I just can't move right. The pathing is messed up. Why do these guys not listen ever?
Heavy green back, maybe? I don't know. Green coming heavy, yeah. Crap. Do anything, that's so bad. I didn't tell him to get stuck.
Yeah, I was telling you, like, there's a building pathing that's really messing me up. You need every farms underneath your castles.
You quit. You ready? Yeah, they're in our trade.
I haven't had trade ever. I've been going without gold this whole time.
Bought some food.
You need food? I don't have a lot. I don't have
I said I
anything.
bought some.
Oh. I'll sell some then.
Where's these people that need to come out? Over there. Go in. Surrender.
Well, these guys don't need to be standing under the castle. What's going on? You're starting to counter me pretty hard up back here.
Okay. Hold it off. I'm about to go off. I'm about to ether trade up. Killing Phils. Could be bad. Okay, so they're gonna get most of these.
Build another castle on the hill. They just keep pushing over here every time. Can you send me like 200 gold? See, did I make it? I thought I made a trebuchet. Where did it go? I think I lost all of. Oh, I got my memo still.
The f is pathing issues, man?
This game's been the worst for pathing issues.
يزارع. نعم.
أمر
It's coming to build another castle on this hill.
Still on the hill? Where?
This
I did it. I did it. Maybe you did it too.
I just held off. Is all I did.
Took me forever to freaking kill their trade, but I finally did it. Maybe
I've
just
had, like-
smacking me.
I've had
That was a
20
crazy game.
Mamelukes. I've built like 20 Mamelukes this whole game, and they've been carrying me through the whole game. I haven't had any gold. It's just been mixing scouts with Mamelukes, and I just keep the same set of Mamelukes keep surviving and running back home every time. I must have did something, score-wise.
You must have did something.
I must have did something.
What'd you do?
I don't know, but the score said I did something.
You were fighting. You probably had a lot of kills.
That's crazy. Like, 98% of my units were Hussars. It was against Halberdiers, champions, and occasionally Kipchaks, which can just run away. It's so wild.
That was a fun game.
I really felt the pinch of not having any gold. Man. Lead us right into 11:45 p.m. That's the last game of the night for sure. It's like you would think that you can counter Hussars. I guess he only had pikemen, these Malians. But his pikemen have +7 range defense. Pretty strong. But the main thing is if he would have mixed some of his own skirmishers in and focused my Mamelukes, then I would have died. But he was unable to focus my Mamelukes. So he kept fighting an army of 50 to 40 Hussars mixed with 12 Mamelukes. And the 12 Mamelukes kept cleaning him up every time. While the Hussars, they weren't worthless. They were a good meat shield, and they did do a little bit of damage on their own. But you don't need very many Mamelukes behind your Hussars. It changes the whole Lanchester Square law.
Do they know what siege is?
They tried trapping me a lot, but I kept sniping his trebs with my Mamelukes. At any one of those times, if he would have killed all my Mamelukes during my snipe attempt, I feel like it would have been done, over with.
That was a gruesome game.
Yeah. They even had trade against my no trade. It looks like you were doing a pretty decent job of raiding their tradeds.
Yeah.
I tried raiding their trade, but there's a lot of pikemen to deal with. And all I had was Hussars, because I didn't have gold.
Yeah, Green did not want to make skirms or anything like that. He was humans, so.
Yeah. So, let's check out the replay on that. So, I'm gonna look at the stats a little bit more. So, what was your KD? Yeah, you lost a lot of units, but you definitely did what needed to be done.
Yep. I did a lot of things. I attacked many spots.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly I was just in Green's face with so much buildings and he didn't do enough about it.
I can't believe we survived when they essentially annihilated your entire villager population. And you didn't make a single, you didn't lift a finger to defend that. It was only my units came in to save the day.
Well, I thought they would.
You didn't even ask for my help over there. You didn't tell me that you were being attacked. I just saw and came and saved the day.
They killed a lot of them.
They had a pretty high trade, but not that much more than your trade. Squeezed every last drop out of the gold that I had. And now
Yeah,
go to replay.
I had like 50 trade cards at the end. The replay.
Let's see, load game.
Just because she's a female, she gets a lot of. That's funny. Ashlyn.
Oh. So is the way it is. Alright, I'm gonna mainly focus on you because I already seen me. Let's go ahead and make the map visible. But there's definitely more to streaming now than just like playing good. Being able to comment as you're playing
No,
entertainingly. Is
No, this
Why
girl
does kill?
actually would probably beat you. I think actually.
What's her rating?
Pretty high.
My 1v1 rating is just terrible. I think I could pull off a lot of surprises, though. I feel like the rating of the player doesn't matter so much against me as... It's just how the game plays out. The higher the rating, the more predictable people become. I mean, if somebody knew what I do, I'm pretty predictable. Looks like I did a good job of fending off that first attack without spending too much. Yeah, they were definitely looking at me hardcore. Maybe it's just auto scout going to the right of the map. I like how you have a good archer rush. That wasn't needed. They made him make those towers kind of a big deal.
Oh no, yeah, my archer rush was really good.
They made a lot of towers.
Yep. He made one for that side, he made one for the other side. He made one for the bottom too, I guess.
Yeah, you really needed Shotel warriors to deal with those blue champions
Yes.
that we were dealing with.
I didn't realize I had a castle later. I was like, oh, I can just make these. And then I started countering them. It was probably one of the things that helped us win the game.
Oh, when you finally realized that you could make Shotel warriors.
Yeah. But you were doing a good job fighting them.
My main thing was keeping my economy running and rebooming over and over again.
So I should have went all the way left.
You know, you were able to kill that building so fast because I'm on Saracens.
Yeah, we're on super speed.
Well, yeah, but I mean, still, like, it would take you 3 times as long to kill those buildings. The fact that you were killing buildings. If you weren't Saracens, you wouldn't be killing buildings.
Yeah, now he's in my base killing me? Look.
Yeah, he's in your base killing you, and I'm in your base trying to save you, but he's got 1+4 archer armor, so I'm not doing much.
Yeah, I really had my foot on Green's throat, and then I had to slow it down. Well, not totally.
At this point, well, I guess I needed to save you. That's what I had to do. But if I could have, like, gotten in and, like, scout rushed blue, would have been nice. But you've got so many villagers killed with no response. I guess these villagers are in the TC now.
Well, I looked at it this way. I was like, the humans.
Even when this looks so bad, like I've got a really nice score, and we're going back
Because he
and
didn't.
forth.
He's attacking me. He's like, oh, let me not attack you. Let me attack him.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm
Why
getting
can't we
the
just keep it 1v1? We 1v1. If it was a 1v1 red versus green,
And 1v1 yellow versus blue. I mean, we already know what happens. The game ends by red destroying green.
I took my fair share of licks, I'd have to say.
Yeah, I remember when that you went up there. I was like, what the hell are you doing going up there? And I was like, oh, there is someone up there.
I mean, it was a good idea for him to lure me away from these guys. And if this castle was like right here, boy. Now they're switching to bother me. 3 Mamelukes. Cav archers I made were a bit of a waste. The archers in general were a waste. The Cuman's player is the one who made skirmishers against me.
Yeah, he made skirmishers against me in the beginning.
Ooh, this is a little bit nasty. This was a good fight for me. Mamelukes showing their colors. Mamelukes keep hiding behind stuff. So much good micro here. Your attack is kind of muffled here. I guess it had to be because you lost so many villagers and you had to rebuild your economy. We're looking pretty strong score-wise right now. With the Rams. Are you gonna lose this castle to these Rams? No, your villagers are gonna do it. Okay.
Should tell warriors. I use. And build. Combo.
You lost a lot of HP on there though. But it's fine, as long as you can repair it. But yeah, if that castle was right here, I think that would have made the game an easy game. But it would have been hard, because there's siege workshops right here. You could just spit out a mangonel and deal with it, so...
That's what I was thinking.
I really hate how I lost so many castles. But I'm not here to look at me, I've already seen me.
I enjoy watching you lose castles. Go back.
You can go back to the first part of the stream. Well, this is an interesting strategy here. What are they doing? Oh, you were thinking about dealing with this.
I don't know what I did.
You just lost all your units for no reason. Oh, I see what happened there. Yeah, you probably should have just not even... You probably should have just accepted this as a loss and tried to kill that. I lost a lot of these Mamelukes to these skirmishers. Oh, I don't need to look at me. That's nice that you were able to get that Fred killed. You'd have to say the Kipchaks are still pretty bad. But they aren't as useless as I thought they were. They are pretty good at hitting and running. Mainly because they're fast. I think they're... Are they the same speed or faster than the Mingadai? I have to admit they were overpowered before. But I wish they would have nerfed them in some other way. To make their hit and run weaker. Like maybe their attack lower or something. Maybe they should have had like a longer reload time, maybe, but still fast. Fast hit and run with long reload time. I mean, they have to reload 3 or 4 arrows at a time. That takes a long time, doesn't it? But I mean, once you got them notched, you should be able to hit fast and get away. Especially when you're not trying to aim very precisely. That's nice. That was not so nice. But the cannon's coming in. The cannon. Oh man, these skirmishers, well played, well played. They're fully upgraded. I've never been more impressed. Not once. And Banana is evolving. It's so scary over at my base.
Green's base. I think that's what's scary. I'm just destroying what I want. What I decide to go down goes down. Alright, sorry about that. It's kind of lost my cooler. Courage is frightened. She's stunned.
Funny thing is, your cannons don't even have any bonus against buildings. Did you even have torsion engines? You probably didn't need it yet. You probably couldn't afford it yet.
No, I didn't.
Oh man, you're getting cleaned up. You focused on the skirmishers all the way.
Yeah, but I got the transition coming.
Yeah.
Transition is a coming.
It makes sense.
He's got to kill the skirms so the next ones can come anyway.
Yeah.
Open them.
That would happen to me. That would happen to me completely.
Who's your puppy? Who's the puppy? Where's the puppy? Alright.
You really got to, I guess you handled it pretty well. I don't know what you were doing, but a lot of times you kind of reset your infantry when they're running around. You just tell them to patrol, like, every 5 seconds or so. So they'll switch to the closest target. Rather than, like, get path.
Yeah, I didn't think they were getting path too hard there.
No, you were good. You were good.
I was messing with it. But yeah, then they make the switch. I believe it's
yeah, but now you
blue.
probably need skirmishers again. Yeah, you probably just need to keep a little bit of a mix going on, you know? Especially if you've already upgraded your skirmishers. Let's see, now you can just kill these guys with no repercussions. Using his Kipchaks. I mean, I wouldn't say that you'd want to go half and half all the time. You probably want to go like 80-20, or like what you're seeing.
Freaking cleaned them up right there. Like, we're down and all these kills are needed. Blue's coming straight into me now. He's like, Green's like, you need to do something about this red guy, this banana.
Yeah, the raids are.
He's like, I'm gonna squish this banana, don't you worry. That's
one
what
thing
he
you can
said.
do in the late game, you can queue your farmers that are in areas that are hard to defend. Queue them to like go to lumber, and then once
Go
they
to
farm, once that farm has expired, they'll move on to lumber, and then you can remake your farms around your castles.
Courage. Move, please.
I needed to have these guys on patrol through your base, the whole base. That would have been nice.
He should have kept that market there, but later on they expand it all the way, and it costs them.
Skirmish, they're surprisingly strong against trade carts. But he's got champions. Champions is the ultimate.
Should have just kept running from him. But I don't know.
I think he did enough damage.
Yeah, it's not like it
A
wasn't.
single trade card is 150 resources. I have a feeling these are the most elite Mamelukes I've ever had. That game. Like, my KD wasn't anything special, but I think the KD for the Mamelukes alone was probably greater than any other game I've ever had. Because I just had so few Mamelukes, and they were doing so many of the kills. Now this is ugly. I had so many pathing issues. I feel like I need to double check this, because I felt like my cavalry were really slow. Cancel. I want to see my technologies. Yeah, man. Let's see if I made some crazy mistake on my technologies. Is that the highlighted green? I think it is. Yeah, good husbandry. I guess the Kipchaks with their high speed kind of make everything else look slow. That's a good thing. While they were raiding me, you were raiding them. You were losing your footholds back here, though. Those didn't really matter. Having fully upgraded Hussars was a big deal this game. Yep, we just sort of... Mamelukes are like, we're out of here. There's a ton of gold sitting right here. Man, if I would have known about that gold.
The gold over there on the left.
Yeah, right here.
I thought about telling you about it. I tried to get it a few times.
It might have been too hard for me to grab.
Ultimately, it was just like a villager.
But I had so much food, I could have afforded to send. I could have afforded to send like 20 villagers, and just seen how much gold I could grab.
I did that like once at least, and I know he did it once too. And we both cleaned up each other's hills each time we did it. It was a no gold zone.
Things are looking really bleak right now. The score is really bad for us.
Yep. I think I'm getting more trade cards, hopefully.
Yeah, I never got
That's how that's how we come back and win the game. Once I get that gold.
The goldless army though is pretty powerful. Main thing though is just protecting those Mamelukes.
Gold in your army.
I guess, yeah, there's gold in Miami, but it's...
Well, there's a lot of gold in your army.
I'm reusing that gold over and over and over again. Like, the Hussars die, and the Mamelukes go home. Apparently I got 2 Luminous armies right now. I should have gotten herbal medicine, actually. Nothing really going on on which side much. Just defending against this thing, right? Oh, you're reseeding farms? Yeah, like what I was trying to say is you should seed your farms right underneath your castles. That way if they want to raid it, they have to pay for their raid in blood.
Have time.
Man, they've got a scary amount of trade going. But you have a good amount of trade going too. And you were able to give me some gold when I needed it.
You said something, you're like, what you said you didn't have any trade, and I was like, what do you mean? And then after the game was over, you looked at the statistics and you really didn't. I was like, what? Thought he'd have at least like 12.
Well, I mean...
I thought about like not doing it because I was like, yeah, it's too dangerous, but then I was like...
That's why I didn't do it.
Yeah, I was like, I need it. It's
I
the
just
only way
felt
I'm
like
gonna win this game.
I couldn't even afford to start up trade. And I was
I think I had like 1,000 stone that I collected at the end somewhere, and then I sold it all. Like, save the day.
Ah, nice. You sold a little bit of stone right around right now. Never even got
Games
my
like
relic.
these, stone can be used for gold.
Ah, here he's going. He's starting up the long trade. And your archers, they're going to the right place, but they're not massed. Oh, steep lancers, that's interesting. Man, he just keeps trying to get this hill over and over and over again. I didn't even watch what these guys did. I was paying attention over here. Let's see what they do. Oh, this is a pretty good raid that I didn't watch. They're kind of wasting a lot of time. And not really doing a lot of damage to the trade. Oh, they're doing some damage to the trade. Yeah, I'd have to say this is a pretty darn successful raid. And it forced them to have to look back. Meanwhile, I fended this off like a champ. And you became aware of their trade, so what, you're going to do something about it, aren't you? Yeah, but of course I can't do anything once he sends Halberdiers, but if I was watching, I maybe could have sent him somewhere else. Yeah, that 400 gold went towards buying trebuchets to kill this castle. Man, their trade got eaten up really bad just by my Hussars, I guess. I would have never thought how much damage I could have did there with just Hussars when I wasn't even watching. Yeah, the key right now over here is that when you don't have enough pikemen, they're not actually a proper counter. That's why I wasn't scared at all. I see pikemen trickling in. I'll just pounce on them even if it's Hussars. Oh, you've got some skirmishers coming in. You've got the whole enchilada. The skirmishers make him scared to face you. Oh, but your skirmishers... Oh, you got some skirmishers mixed in over here. You got a full mix. You got arbalesters, skirmishers. I'm loving it. Oh, and you're just eating this trade. It's unfortunate that you didn't have your people together right there. But I think it's fine. Yeah, you still took them. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's
Everything
the GG.
dead.
That's the GG right there.
Yeah, that's when he left.
The killing blow dealt by the hand banana. I already looked at the statistics, but I went through the whole replay. Might as well hit it again. And military score though, bam.
What's their elos?
So let's find out. AOE2.net. Leaderboards, team random map. We can actually see their unranked elo on this Rosa. Looks like he's Israeli. He's 1530 on team random map, 1583 on unranked, and 47 on 1v1s. It's green. Let's see, RO Doubt.
Okay.
Road Doubt. Road Doubt is 2290 in team random match.
Makes sense.
2175. Which one was he? Road Doubt is blue?
Blue.
Which one was blue? Oh, the one I had to
The
deal
one
with.
guy by you.
Interesting. And
The one I didn't. The one I didn't fight. If I would have fought him, I would have fucked him up. You know how I do.
his 1v1
You know how I
is
do.
1236, way higher than either of them. Man. But yeah, definitely we had the upper hand in terms of skill against green. But yeah, that was a good win against spelling players. It's always good when you can get a good KD when making Hussars. Yeah, blue really took everything. Except for the wood collected. Yeah, this one number held them back so much. Count Destroza only going for 91 villagers. Very indicative of his rank. Alright. Well, I've talked that one to death. Good game, Hand Banana.
Good game. Good night, Yemen.